Hey everybody, Tony here with Nothing But Car Reviews, and today we're taking a look at a new 2023 GMC Acadia AT4. So let's get right into it. So this beautiful black here is going to be the mosaic black metallic, so it's that black that has the sparkles kind of embedded in it. And then the interior gets that AT4 perforated black leather with the Kalahari trim. Looks really good. And our powertrain on this one is going to be a 3.6 liter naturally aspirated 6-cylinder engine mated with a 9-speed automatic transmission. So we get our signature lights here, LED tail lights. We're gonna pop this power lift gate here. So a little bit of storage here, but if you want even more storage, you just pull up on this strap here, and then both sides will fold flat, and you can slide things in there or whatever, and then you can just pull the seat up nice and easy and lock it back into place. As you come around to the side here, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop this, and we just have a standard fuel filler there. And then we get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. And then just check out that AT4 badge. It's a really clean look where everything else is blacked out. And then we have these 17-inch aluminum wheels here. Really aggressive look. But coming around to the front here, I really like just the overall, just front end here. We have our LED headlamps, LED fog lights, but I love the carbonized gray there. We have the carbonized gray trim around the lights there, and even on the bottom grille. It outlines it, and then we have our front parking sensors right here. Well, let me pop this hood so you all can see this 3.6 liter V6. There she is there. But next, let's go ahead and take a look from the driver's seat. So from the driver's seat here, really good overall space. I have a lot of headroom, about an inch, inch and a half, and then the seat is just wide enough to fit my wider stature, and I can still, look at this legroom here. Plenty of space to move about underneath the steering wheel here. Over to the door panel, we have power door locks, memory seat functionality. We have 2 automatic up and down windows for the front, and then we have auto down for the back. And then we even have power folding mirrors, blind spot monitors in them. And then we can lock the windows, and we have our power mirror controls there. And then going down here, we have our power lift gate controls, so we can actually open and close that from up front, and we can set how high we want the lift gate to go, so we can set it 3/4 max, or just turn it all the way off so the switch doesn't work. And then we also have Bose sound system. And then over here we have our power electronic parking brake, so we can just press down to engage and then press it again to disengage while on the brake. Into the steering wheel here, really nice. I just love the look of these, but really good feeling leather here. And of course we can heat that steering wheel. We can adjust the gap adjust for our forward collision alert. And then we have our cruise controls there. Right side of the steering wheel, voice recognition, Bluetooth, and then these 4 arrows and the check mark are for the gauge cluster up there. And behind the steering wheel on the left side, we have our track list or radio station favorite controls. And then behind on the right side, volume, headlamp controls, fog light controls, windshield wipers. And then right behind the windshield wipers, we have our push button start there. But next, let's go ahead and take a look from the passenger side. So I really love these front seats here. We have 8-way power with power lumbar support and just really comfortable. We also have 3-stage heated and cooled seats for the driver and front passenger. But check out this embossed stitching here. Looks really nice, that AT4, how it's around the headrest, and then we even have the Kalahari stitching on the outside of the headrest as well, as you can see, to go with the actual seat itself. There's our glove compartment, has owner's manuals, really good size. And then they just kind of have this nice galvanized, kind of fish scaly looking brown going there to go with this gray here. The brush trim looks really nice, but nice and simple. But let's hop in and take a look at this radio. So over to the radio here, we get AM, FM, XM radio along with Bluetooth audio. And then we also get wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, which we can link those up when they're connected. And then we have our navigation system, and we can set up how we want that. If you want to set up a home address, have the fuel on, it'll show you all of that, pricing, all of that. And there's our backup camera, and then it's an HD camera with guidelines that turn as you turn the steering wheel. And then we can pull up our dual zone automatic climate controls either on the screen. We can even set the rear as well. And then we also have manual controls for both of those. And then we can download certain apps to have on the radio as well. But below, we have those climate controls as buttons as well. So you can put the auto mode on there, fan speed there, sync there. Down here we have our shifter, press P for park, pull up for reverse, press down for neutral, pull up for drive, and then you can hit that L for low mode, and then you can manually shift with those buttons there. And then down here, we have our auto stop, traction control, hazards, parking sensors. And then up here, we have a 12-volt SD card reader for that navigation system, and then the USB-C and USB-A port there to run your radio. Now down here, with this one being an all-wheel drive model, we can toggle that. Then we have a sport mode, off-road mode, and then our tow haul mode. And I like that you have all that driving capability there. We even have a hill descent, and then we have our lane departure. And like I said, 3-stage heated and cooled seats right here. And there's our key fob with remote start. Now, pretty decent sized center console cubby space there. And a lot of it's taken up because of all this here. So, well, let's go up here and check out this dual pane sunroof. We have a one-touch tilt and sliding function for the front. And then we just have a steel roof behind us. And then the controls for all that are here along with our universal home remote. But finally, let's go ahead and check out the back seat room. So rear seat room is actually pretty decent. I have the seat a little far back for someone of my size, but I'm 6'3", and the seat in front of me is adjusted for someone of my size. And then I can even slide the seat back and forth for the second row. So decent leg space. You can fit 4 adults here and then have 2 up front, 2 in the second row. But we also have pretty good space in that third row as well if you look back there. So you could fit some bigger kids, probably not somebody of my size, but a little shorter should be able to fit behind the second row. Now down here, I told you we had those rear AC controls. We control up front, and this is how we use them in the back here. So we can adjust temperature, and then we can toggle that auto mode, and then toggle if we want it to come from the roof or if we want it to come at our feet in terms of the air. And then we have 3-stage outboard heated seats for that second row as well. 120 volt 3-prong household plug-in, a USB-C and USB-A charging port there. And then finally, cup holders with a little bit of storage. And I really like how they put these in here because these just really take up a good amount of space, and it's nice that you can just stow it underneath there if you don't ever use it. But with all that being said, I think it's time to go ahead and take this AT4 out on the road for a quick test drive. So a pretty good pull from the V6. Personally, and I don't know how this would have affected fuel mileage or if it could be done, but I would have rather seen the 2-liter turbo in this AT4 as opposed to the V6, because I just don't think the V6 has enough power. And I like having the boost, but I mean, it's adequate. Just tends to be a little louder, a little whiny in my opinion. We're going to give it some throttle here in all-wheel drive mode. So in all-wheel drive mode, our instantaneous fuel economy is right at 18. I'm going to put it back in two-wheel drive mode. And then we're getting closer to 26, 27. And as we come over this hill, you'll see that. So, decent fuel economy. Like I said, when I drove the 4-cylinder turbocharged one, it seemed to get a lot better fuel economy on the interstate around this speed. But ride quality is really nice. And I've said it before, the Traverse, and the Enclave just drive very well, really smooth. And a nice firm brake pedal. When you first put your foot into it, you start stopping, but it doesn't jerk you. And I really do like having all these drive modes here, because there's really one for everything that you might need driving something like this. If you're getting an AT4, you might like to camp or go off-road, and that off-road drive mode will come in handy. If you like to tow light equipment or jet skis or something like that, then that'll come in handy, having that tow haul mode. And then having the sport mode when you need to get up and go, and the all-wheel drive mode when maybe it's a little bit of ice on the road or something like that. You really can use this in just about every driving instance. And then days like today, when it's just hot out, you can use that two-wheel drive mode. And really my only complaint about the noise is from this 3.6 liter. I guess I haven't noticed it before, but after driving the 2-liter 4-cylinder, this seems a tad bit loud compared to that engine. But like I said, ride quality is great. But as we come to the end of this test drive, I'm just going to give my final thoughts on the Acadia and let you all know how much this vehicle stickers for. So I want to thank you all for watching the video, and I want to give a huge shout out to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this 2023 Acadia AT4, and I'll leave a link below in the description so you all can check out the video or check out the vehicle, and if you want to buy it, go ahead and set something up with them. But final thoughts on the vehicle, very impressive, like I said, with the drive modes, just how it handles, how it rides, everything about it, just really, really high quality. Very impressed with it. But let's go ahead and take a look at this window sticker. because the vehicle is so new, unfortunately, we don't have any information here, but we do have the crash test ratings, the fuel economy there. And like I said, just really good car for the money, as long as it's not too much over MSRP. But that's just the market we're in. So I want to thank you all for watching again, and just make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you liked what you saw today. Otherwise, I'll catch you on the next one.